Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Well, I was too. And today I'm going to tell you about 3 simple realizations that made me realize that I'm going to heal myself. And it healed me. I'm talking about it today because I want you to find your own healing too. And I've helped so many people to do that. And it's just a joy to watch people discover this truth. Today I'm breaking down 3 of these things. Number 3 is absolutely wild, so make sure you check it out. If you like spirituality simplified and get all the fluff out the way and just make it happen, this channel's for you. Consider subscribing. So guys, there was a point in my life where I was just sick, tired, stressed. Body was giving up on me. It's chronic pain, digestive issues, losing everyone in my life, hair loss, out of control. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I'm saying to you today, it was then when I realized this, it's like the point where I started to really recognize that I could heal myself was when I realized that the reason that I'm sick is because I didn't like me. I didn't like myself anymore. I was punishing myself. This was a big realization for me. Have any of you ever thought about that with your own healing journey? Why are you punishing yourself? So I've asked this to people before. And I've just spoke to a potential client today, and I just said, the reason that the pain keeps getting stronger is because you're angry at yourself because you're not perfect, and you're just punishing yourself more and more every time you get sicker and sicker and sicker. Punish more and more and more. I'm going to tell you, it's when you realize that it's the relationship with yourself that is making you sick or healthy. And why does that matter? Well, when we're talking about Joe Dispenza, he says, to change reality, you must create a new personality. Change your personal reality by creating a new personality, or changing the habit of being yourself. Well, there's an interesting thing there, because the self, the I am, is the God principle, really, isn't it? You know, the God principle within you is I am. And anything we add to I am, we become. So it says to us in the Bible that. So it's also, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What does that mean? Well, Joe Dispenza says it perfectly, doesn't he? He says it's the subconscious mind. You know, we create from the subconscious mind. I'm telling you, the best thing I ever realized is that I've been feeding my deeper mind with hatred towards myself. And once I realized that, I realized there was a lot of forgiveness. There was a lot of letting go that I had to do to find that healing. And it was a time where I hated myself because I had struggled to live up to my own expectations. I had done some things that I wasn't proud of and I felt guilty about. What does guilt want to do? It wants to punish the self. So some people will come to me with autoimmune disease. It's a guilt complex. Some will come with pain. Pain is, again, a self-hatred. I want to punish myself. I had these things too. I was creating a smaller and smaller cage in my life where I couldn't eat the foods I like. I'd lose the people that I loved, and I was creating chronic pain. And I looked about 50 years older than I do now because I was feeding myself that. It didn't matter what I ate. It didn't matter the supplements I was taking. It didn't matter the naturopaths that I was seeing. I couldn't do it because my body just didn't like me. So I had to start to learn to love myself again. That was step 1 of the healing process. And I recommend to you, can you forgive yourself for where you are right now? Can you learn to love yourself for who you are? You see, you behind the pain and the body issues and the symptoms, you're wonderful, you're perfect, you're whole, but you just punish yourself for not being that. But you are it. Your body is just trying to show you something. This brings me to number 2. My body didn't hate me. I wasn't against me. You know, it was me that didn't like me. My body loves me. And this is what you have to realize. Your body loves you and it's always trying to do what's best for you. Now, this is a crazy concept when you've got symptoms that are painful, when you have got, you can't eat your favorite foods, or whether your body's creating cancers and this and that. Listen to me when I say this to you. Your body's always trying to find balance. The body doesn't have any feeling towards you except love. It's mad, right? But you train it through your repetition of thought, through the feelings that you keep feeding into it. You train it to do what it does. So for example, let me try and think of an example, right? So it's like, well, let's talk about what happened to me. I started to dislike what I'd done to myself and in my life. So I started to create stress in the body. The body, in its wisdom, trying to find balance, just pumps adrenaline into me. The energy starts to create from there. It starts to take away because it says there's a problem here. Let's protect our leader, okay? There's something dangerous out there going on. So it starts to take away from all the vital systems like digestion, like hair growth, like you name it, right? And so after a while, it has to represent in a problem. So your body bringing up this problem is to show you how much you hate yourself, in essence. I mean, I don't want to go into it too much. I'm not saying you hate yourself, but we don't want to be guilty about creating these things, guys. That's not what I'm talking about. But if we take responsibility, it means we can change. So we have to start to change that. My body loves me. It's always digesting my food. I'm still here. My heart's pumping every day. It's not given up on me. My brain hasn't actually given up on me because it's still running all the systems. If it's, I could see at the time. I could speak still. I could walk still. My body was loving me, but I wasn't loving me. So my body had to start to show me the problem because I wasn't listening to the signals. It started to give me fears. It started to give me just little tensions, but I wasn't listening to those. So it started to give me bigger and bigger issues to deal with, to find out my relationship with myself. Okay. But the body, as soon as you bring it balance, it loves you. It's going to take you straight back to balance, my friend. Okay. It's going to bring you healing, and you love yourself by letting go of the hatred, not by thrusting more love on top of yourself. Let go of the hatred, my friend. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the shame. Forgive yourself. Start to talk to yourself in the mirror with loving tones and divine truths, okay? Right. And then number 3, I was trying too hard to heal. I was trying too hard. I was going to every doctor you could believe. I was going to every naturopath you could believe. I was watching all the YouTube channels. I was doing this. And then it brought me to the true realization that everything that Dr. Joe's saying, everything that Bruce Lipton's saying, everything that any healer that you're listening to is saying, is they're saying that there's a divine energy behind it. So I went back to God. I went back to God. And I found God through release. I found God through peace. I found God through ease. So I was like, it's weird, right? Because I look out, and if you see a kid with a stick and they hit a tree, pretending that they're sword fighting, and a bit of that bark comes off, right? But you come back 2 weeks later and that bark's grown back. And you go, wait a sec. Did the tree sit there in gratitude, in intense emotion? Or is there just a natural healing power that runs through everything? And that was surreal to me. I hope this realization comes to you. If you're feeling it, just put down below peace in the comments. That realization came. Okay. So there's a natural healing capability that runs through everything that's living on this planet. The trees included. I pull off a leaf off a plant, it grows it back. Why? How does it know to do that? Divine intelligence started to come up. Okay. So now I'm thinking, what is it? That same divine intelligence that digests my food is not doing a good job at the moment. It wants to, but I'm not letting it. That's the big one. That same divine intelligence pumping my heart, healing the cut when I get cut. And that was massive to me. So it's like, okay, right. So now I need to surrender to that, because the tree doesn't try to heal, it just does. So I knew then it was about surrender and letting go and inner peace. And then when you go deeper into it, and this is for another video, but if you go deeper into it, you start to read about Jesus, your faith has made you whole, or Jesus turning water into wine, which is a representation of consciousness and intention into matter. Okay, so I was like, okay, so I just intend it and then let go. But the best thing about that intention and letting go is the fact that you're sick and you're ready to heal, you've already intended health. Because with the problem always comes the counter solution. Okay, the intention of the solution. So if you are facing a healing problem, no, you've already intended healing. Your job is to let go and let that natural, effortless, divine intelligence that flows through every cell of my body knows exactly what to do. I trust it now. I let go of all pains, all hurts. I let go of anyone who's ever harmed me. I let go of my past. It's meaningless. So you come to the present, you find peace, and then healing happens. Because the body, once it's present, it feels no fear, it feels no doubt, and it heals miraculously, effortlessly, lovingly, easily. I hope this video helped you today, guys. I'll see you at the next one.